Lights are on fleek. Finally put my lights up. I've had them for like a year and I don't ever use them, so I thought I'd use them today. But hey, what's up, y'all? I am back. Today I'm going to be speaking on something that a lot of people ask me in my email. I'm going to get right into it. Do you need a manager if you're a producer? And the answer is, I really don't know, because it all depends on the situation. That's right, it all depends on the situation. In my situation, I didn't need one because I went through the ups and downs of not having one. And as I got older, I learned so many things about the music industry, and I learned how to negotiate. I learned what I wanted. I learned how to get by, alongside with my lawyer, which he's super dope. He actually helped me out a lot. But for a new producer, if you were producing and if you're producing and you're dope and you end up getting a nice placement, it's probably best to get you a manager. You need to get somebody good that can negotiate the deal to where you can get some money, because if you go in there without anybody really representing you other than yourself, you're probably gonna get burned some way or another. So you need somebody to represent you, and somebody that's really good, not your brother, your dad, your uncle, your cousin, your sister, your brother, people, whatever. You need somebody who is going to be super dope at what they're doing and has done it before on a pretty decent scale. Me as myself, if I would have probably got a manager or somebody to represent me the right way when I had my first placement, I probably would have been in a whole lot better shape. But I was looking at like, man, I don't feel like giving up 20% of my money. But at the end of the day, I end up losing, because if I would have gave up that 20%, I probably would have more money than what I have right now, even though I do have a huge record that paid me very well and I negotiated it. But it took so many years of me learning the game, when I could have just got a manager. They could have negotiated things for me. They could have been the buffer between me and everybody else. That's another good thing about having a manager, is they're the buffer, and they could be negotiating things or doing things for you, and all you have to do is focus on producing. That's best for somebody who is first starting out and really doesn't know what they're really getting themselves into. I went through years of negotiating a few things, and I got some things right and I got some things wrong. That learning lesson over all of those years got me to where I'm at right now. If I would have had a manager earlier, I probably would have gotten a lot more placements. I've had somebody representing me, and they could have taken me to certain places that I couldn't even got myself. But that's with a good manager. You just can't get everybody. All in all, if you're new, I would say yes, get a well-seasoned manager, somebody who has had placements, somebody who has done things in the music industry for real. And it doesn't matter if they did it years ago or whatever, because at the end of the day, the music industry still kind of runs the same, even though it's a lot of internet and stuff, because you still need somebody to represent you to get your money and get what you deserve. If you're older and you kind of went through a few things and you kind of know what publishing is, you kind of know what percentages you want, you know how to negotiate with people to get what you want, kind of like me, then you might not need a manager. But at the end of the day, it's convenient for somebody who's first starting out to have somebody to represent them and to be that buffer between them, artists, and everybody else, so they can just focus on producing. Because I'm a little different. I can multitask very well now, but at the end of the day, I really think of, when I was younger, I really needed somebody to really represent me the right way. So that's my take on it. If you're young, if you can find somebody who's really dope and you're not really up to par with negotiating or really know about the game, get you a manager, get somebody who can represent you. If you're a little older and you kind of know the game a little bit and you can represent yourself, then you probably might not need one. You just need to just have a good lawyer. But either way, if you have a manager or not, you still have to have a very good lawyer, which we'll talk about that later on. Hey, if you like what I'm saying, please comment, hit the like button, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend, and I will definitely come with more videos like this. All right, see you next time.